All right, so hopefully you just got 100% on this Google form that was linked here and you watched this video. If you did, awesome. You're doing great. Thanks for sticking with me in these quote unquote unprecedented times. So from this, we should know that there are three things that an engine needs to run. It needs to have fuel or gasoline. It also needs to have air coming in, and then the third thing it needs spark. Okay, so we need gas, air, and spark. But in my car, one of those three things, or maybe multiple, isn't working. So as a first step to figure out what's going on there, we need to know how in a car what components are involved in, for example, making sure that gas gets to the right place, gets into the cylinder at the right time. What components are involved in getting air into the cylinder? What components are involved in sending a spark into the cylinder? So assignment 3, when you go to the assignment 3, it looks like this, and there's a little table for you to fill out. So we have fuel, air, and ignition. What I would do is you're going to try and fill this out. I want to know what components are in the fuel system, what components in the car are in the air system, what components are in the ignition. For example, we might know that one of the components in fuel is a fuel filter. All right, what does it do? Well, we're going to have to Google that. If you didn't know about a fuel filter, that's fine. But I'll show you how to look at that in a minute. And then what I also want to know is that an easy thing to check or a hard thing to check? Like, where is it? And maybe you can find some information online, because what we're going to want to do is check the easy things first. We don't want to tear apart the car completely to check the hardest thing first. We'll save that till the end if that's what needs to happen. So how do you Google this stuff? So what I would do is I would follow these instructions right here. For example, you can Google car engine fuel system components. If you do that, if you Google this, it's going to give you a list. Google will give you a list here of which components in the car are involved in the fuel system, for example. All right, so here's a few right here. And I just gave you space for 3 of them, so pick the 3 that you think would be most important. But here's a list right here. Fuel pump, fuel tank, fuel filter. It explains what they do. So use that to fill in this right here. Do the same thing for the air system and then the ignition system. How does the gas actually get ignited? All right. Keep up the great work. Thanks for your help. Can't wait to fix my car. See you guys.